So dear students, welcome to the part of numericals. Here the first numerical in expenditure method is calculate GNP-MP and your NNP at FC. What you have to calculate is your gross national product at market price and your net national product at market factor cost. This method, numerical pertains to the expenditure type. This is from expenditure point of view. Now, when you will be asked in exams, you must be aware, because government final consumption expenditure, net indirect taxes, the components of what has been given. Net indirect taxes, your consumption of fixed capital, your gross domestic capital formulation, your net exports, your private final consumption expenditure, your net factor income from abroad, your net change in stock. These are all components of GDP in the expenditure way or expenditure method. So you will yourself recognize that this numerical is from expenditure method. Okay, now how to do it? We will keep all those very things we have been talking about in mind, and we will proceed with the solution. How? Like solution. What we have to reach at is gross national product at market price and net national product at factor cost. That is national income. So our gross national product at market price will be equal to, see, now let us look at the components. It will be equal to, let me first make some space for you people here, because I'll require it. Okay, dear students, so your GNP at MP, it is GNP at MP. We have been reaching a GDP at MP, that is domestic. This is national. So the difference between domestic and national is your net factor income from abroad. Keeping in mind, let us reach somewhere first. Where we have to reach? Your government final consumption expenditure, yes, we will require it. Okay, so I'm not going to, okay, I'll write it like government final consumption expenditure, got it, plus this is your first part. You know why I am writing this first plus second plus third sometimes? Because in a lot of books you will find like this. Okay, forget about it. Then what is their net indirect taxes? That comes later. Consumption of fixed, it is consumption of fixed capital, that is depreciation. That will come later, we won't require it. Gross domestic capital formation, your fourth one. Yes, we will require it. It is gross domestic capital formation. We will require it. Then let us proceed. Your net exports, it has been given in the net form, so we will require it. Your net exports is net exports, okay, plus final consumption expenditure has been given, we will require it. Private final consumption expenditure, my dear, the sixth one, private final consumption expenditure is also given. Net exports was at 5th level, private final consumption expenditure is at 6th level. Okay, what remains is net factor income from abroad. Do we require it? Yes, of course we require it. Why? Because we are talking about gross national product. It is gross national product at market price, so it will constitute everything. It is gross as well as national as well as at market price. So we will have to take our NFI into consideration. So plus NFIA. NFI is at 7th level. Okay, so fourth we took this, we took fifth this. 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, we are done. So let us impart the numbers. gross fixed capital formation is equal to 24 plus gross domestic capital formation is equal to 24 also. It confused me. Plus net exports is equal to minus 4. So we will have to write it like, sorry, minus 4 plus what remains, 1 2 3 1 2 3 private final consumption expenditure is equal to 161 plus your NFI is minus 1. Calculating it, 24 24 48 48 161, that means equal to 200 209 209 and 209 minus 4 200 205 204 crore rupees. Okay, this is your GNP at FMP. What we have to reach at now is very simple. We are done with our part. NNP at FC will be equal to our GNP at MP minus what was remaining, this net indirect taxes, NIT. Okay, and what is also remaining, because we have to reach to the net, so we will have to subtract also consumption of fixed capital. This is depreciation part. So this is the second. This is consumption of fixed capital. I'll write it like depreciation because you know it is one and the same thing. Got it? Which will in turn come equal to 204 minus what is NIT equal to? Okay, 23 minus depreciation is equal to 22, which will come equal to 204 minus 3 201 minus 20 22 50 60 159 crore. So my dear students, we are done with both the two answers what he was asking about, that is how we use the components. Got it? For you people, let us take it in one more way. This is one more numerical example for you. This was one, this is the second. Here he is asking us to calculate GNP, GDP, NNP, NDP, both at factor cost as well as market price. So that is why I give due consideration to the aggregates when I teach aggregates. Okay, now we have to do each and everything here. We have to calculate all our gross national product, our gross domestic product, our net national product, our net domestic product, both at factor cost as well as at market price. I'll do first two, then you'll follow, you'll go on doing all of these. It will come equal to 4 plus 4 is equal to 8. We will have to do all the 8 aggregates. So here I begin. Please pause your video, copy this question. You may not be able to view it when I'll blow it out like this. Because I'll require a lot of space, so I'm sorry for that. Here I'll put it in a box. You have copied the question. I can see it. Maybe you cannot see it on your screens. I can see it properly, so I'll proceed with. So first I'll start up with the solution, and what I have to calculate is our I'll start with GDP at MP is equal to, our GDP at MP will be equal to, let us look into what we were doing. Let us look into the components, what our components are. Gross investment, net exports, net indirect taxes, depreciation, NFIA, personal consumption expenditure, okay, government purchases of goods and services. So our GDP at MP will be equal to our personal consumption expenditure or private consumption expenditure. It is one the same thing. That is equal to your sixth plus your gross investment, that is equal to your first, plus your government purchases of goods and services, that is equal to your PI. Okay, we don't have to write one more I, VII. Okay, plus your net exports comes at, and because it is gross domestic, so I'll take net exports into consideration, that is your second one, which will in turn be equal to 350 plus 90 plus your 100 plus your 10, which is equal to 350, 450, 550. Okay, so your answer is 550 crores Arabs. I am not concerned about it. What I am concerned about is that I calculate GDP at MP. What we will do second now, let us name it A. B will be our GNP at MP, which is equal to GDP at MP. And what is here, what we require, NFI, is it given? Yes, plus fifth, which will come equal to 550, what we calculated here, plus what is the fifth, NFIA, minus 5. So answer will be 5. Do we have 5 or 15? It's 15 is equal to 535 crores. Okay, third, I'll use again different color. C, I'll calculate now NDP at MP will be equal to your GDP at MP. We already calculated, that is why I calculated GDP at MP, because it is used the most. We have to gross and net, we have to talk of depreciation. Is depreciation given? Depreciation is given here. Yes, it is your fourth. Okay, your GDP MP is 550 minus your depreciation. Okay, how much is your depreciation? 15, which is equal to 535. GNP at MP, GDP at MP, plus your NFIA. We will have to make a little correction here. I have miscalculated it. I think it was it was 5 here, was taken away. It is okay, it is 5 here, it is 5 here, minus 5, so it will come to 545. Okay, I got it. So we nailed it. Okay, our NDP at MP is minus this is equal to 35. It is okay. We are done with this as well. Now let us do the D part. What remains is NNP at MP. will be equal to, again we are done with NDP at MP. Got it? So NDP at MP, this is NNP at MP. Domestic and national, the difference will be NFIA. So domestic we will have to give the NFIA. NFIA is again at fifth level. That means which will come equal to our 535 already calculated plus minus 5 plus minus which will come equal to 530 crore. So we nailed it as well. How many we are done with? Let me choose some other color. Let me choose you green. We are done with GDP at MP. We are done with GNP at MP, NDP at MP, NNP at MP. Now 4 are remaining. I think that 4 must be done by you people. I'll just go on a Jeffy. I'll do all those very 4 in a quick way, I would say. So I'm going to do the less of talking, more of doing. E will be our GDP at FC. We are already done with GDP at MP. C above minus NIT will be, which is equal to 550 minus 5 is equal to 545 crore. Done. Your next is your GNP at FC, which will be equal to now this 545. Okay, don't get angry, I won't rush it off. Which will be equal to this GDP at FC. Happy? Minus, what is the difference between the two? This is G and this is GD. FC are both. D is domestic and is national. Domestic plus to make this GDP minus this 5 is equal to 540 crore. Now let us go to the G part. Your NNP at FC calculated already. 535 minus 5 crore, and at last your NNP at FC is equal to this 530, that is NNP at FC. This was ND, sorry. NNP at FC is equal to this NDP at FC, that is 535 minus again that 5 is equal to 525 crore. So this is our final answer. My dear students, I think that you are now more than sufficiently capable enough to calculate your GDP by expenditure point of view. So all is done. What is remaining is to take you to the practical world. Next will be just 2 things. That is, I'll show a consolidation of all the 3 methods, and I'll show you how in a nation it is implemented. Stay tuned. Now let us go there. This is a consolidated part of yours. Your product method, your income method, and your expenditure method. See, under every method you have the components which are leading to GDP at MP, GDP at MP, GDP at MP. That is what is expenditure method all about. So from GDP at MP you can reach to NNP at FC, NNP at FC, NNP at FC, that is national income. That is what we were doing. So the product method, in under product method or value added method, your net value added, at factor cost, that is NVA. in primary sector plus secondary sector plus tertiary sector minus depreciation, your indirect taxes. That is how it's calculated. Then we reach to our income method. Under income method, your compensation of employees, your operating surplus, that is profit, rent and interest, your mixed income of self-employed, and your depreciation, your NIT is again used, added up, you reach to this is all added up, GDP at MP. And under your expenditure method, your final consumption expenditure, your government final consumption expenditure, your gross fixed capital formation, your change in stocks, your net exports when added up will give you GDP at MP, and in turn you can reach to NNP at FC. How? It is very simple. You have to reach to NNP at FC. What you are acquiring is GDP at MP. I am taking you to the first class almost of the measurements. So how you will do it? Your first component is gross here, net here. So gross minus depreciation will be equal to net. Domestic plus NFIA will be equal to national. Product is same, market price minus NIT will be equal to your factor cost. So you reached to the NNP at FC. After understanding this, how it is implemented, let us go there also. We have left not even a single pebble unturned. So why to leave that? Let us go there. So here in this very chart you can see we are taking national product or income and related aggregates at current prices. National income at current prices, national income at base year prices, nominal national income, and exactly I am talking of the same thing. Here you can see this is how in a nation it is done. See, national income at factor cost is this much: ones, tens, 100,000, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakh, 63 lakh, 25,000, 38 crores is your total national income. When you add indirect taxes to it, it will become this part. Add indirect taxes, less subsidies, you will reach at NNP, that is net national income at market price, will be like this. Lessed by net factor income earned from abroad, you will reach to net domestic product at market price. Subtract it by net indirect taxes by subtracting net indirect taxes. So net domestic product at factor cost is this much: 64 ones, tens, 100,000, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakh. It is 64 lakh crore. It is in crores here. 64 crore. Okay. Less income from entrepreneurship and property accruing to government administrative departments from the income method will be this. This much is calculated. Got it? Less savings of non-departmental enterprises, you will reach to income from domestic product accruing to private sector. Add it with factor income from abroad. It can be in minus, doesn't matter. Let us say your nation has paid more, received less. So it is obvious that when you pay more and receive less, it will go in negative side. And in case of India, it is almost every time here in negative side only. Add it with national debt interest. It is national debt interest, that means the interest you pay on national debt, the debt taken from other countries. Add it with the current transfer from government administrative departments. Add other current transfers from rest of the world. Rest of the world, ROW, which we were talking about. You will get private income. So here you will see a few parts. This private income, personal consumption, disposable part, that are not in your syllabus, but still it is here. I'll tell you. You will reach to private income, which will be this. less it with the saving of private corporate sectors of retained earnings. Okay, private corporate sectors are going to save something and keep something as a retained part from the profits. Let us say that is this much, 324,789. Let us less it with corporate taxes, that taxes paid by the corporate sector. Let us say that is 295,909. And personal income is your income will come to this much. Okay, private income less of these two will come equal to personal income. Personal income less of direct taxes paid by householders, that is your direct tax. And miscellaneous receipts of government administration. Miscellaneous receipts, what do you mean by miscellaneous receipts? Your fees, you pay electricity fee, you pay water fee, you other fees, and your fines, you pay challans, you pay late fees to the government, and all that is miscellaneous receipt of the government administrative departments. Is this much? 255,779,774, sorry. So personal disposable income will be equal to this. This is what you have at disposal now to spend ultimately. NI at market price is from item number 4 above is 64. This add other current transfers from rest of the world, that was 240,000, and you will reach to your N net national domestic disposable income, that is this much. So this disposable part, what I was talking about, my dear students, please bear it in mind. Disposable part here, here disposable part, here your okay, it was not anywhere else. Okay, fine. So this disposable part of income is not in your syllabus, but it is given here. The source of this is NAS 2012. So this I just wanted you people to see what does a national account look like. That is why I posted a picture of your national account from 2012 here, so that you may understand that how it is done, how it is incorporated. What is important for us people was this, the consolidated method. What is important for us people was these numerical examples. So my dear students, I think that we are done with the national income and related aggregates. I'll take a leave of yours with a promise to come up with a new chapter, inshallah ta'ala, for you people. So here we wind it up. God bless you all, and may God save us from the times which are.